All right. All right. Welcome to what episode is this?
Welcome to
What episode is
all
this?
right.
Our third
What episode is this?
official
Our
episode
third
of
official episode
our playthrough of the Rime of
our
Frostmaiden.
playthrough of
I'm Phil. I'll be GMing. I've been GMing for 2 whole years, so I know what I'm doing. Uh, why don't you introduce yourself and your character, Steve?
I'm Steve. I'll be playing a Kenku Rogue Dripper. Yeah.
Spencer? Carissa?
Hi, I'm Carissa. I am playing a tiefling, warlock slash, well, who is a healer, named Beelzebub.
Trish?
Hey, I'm Trish. I'm trying to figure out my camera. I am playing Aramanthia, Dragonborn monk.
Catherine
Oh
will be
yeah,
joining us
she's
later.
my sister.
She plays Ocarist Cuor de Flama, a sorcerer bard. Not sure which one she is, because that's what she thought would be fun. But she'll join us at some point. Last time we got together, the party had headed back to town after hunting for the white moose, witnessed a sacrificial ritual that seemed kind of thrown together, like they were just sort of making it up as they went along. They learned about a traveling merchant and his guard who was possibly killing people. Tracked down the guard who confessed, and ended up in a conflict with the guard, killed him, and then the next morning after arrest, the party enlisted some loggers to help draw out the moose, who kept attacking logging parties. The moose came to ambush the loggers and left fairly deep tracks, almost like it ran the entire way. So the party was able to follow those tracks back and found a strange moon dial, sort of like a sundial, but it tracks time based on the phases of the moon. Party was exploring, found a couple of sealed doors, a mirror that was answering questions for them. Um, got a terrifying visual of Oral stalking around someplace in the frozen um, area of the 10 towns, and then decided to work on solving the puzzle of the brazier and the pillars. And we got 2 sills on the map. Aramanthia ended up deciding that she would grab all the things that needed to be in the fire and thrust her own hand in for the human hand, which opened the sarcophagus, and that was where we left off. I am going to move Ocrist over with you guys. Oh, I'm like on the wrong level. That would explain things. Oh, thank you. My lovely wife has just brought some cookies. That's what I appreciates about her.
So that's all you
Alright.
appreciates about her?
No. Sorry, I don't know how the rest of the quote goes. My Letterkenny lore is kind of shallow. All right.
I appreciates it anyway.
This episode is not sponsored by Letterkenny or by any of the other products you see.
It could
But
be,
it
though.
could be.
Could
Yes, if you're interested, reach out. Especially the Oilers.
I learned hockey and how to watch it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I am still here. I'm just looking for something. I
Okay.
can still listen.
No worries. All right.
I look over to Tia, and I'm like, "So, you hurt yourself for us. I guess you want to be healed."
Would like it.
And as you head over to heal her, you hear a grinding sound from up on the platform. And the lid of the sarcophagus sort of falls off to the side. And a creature sort of sits up in the sarcophagus and then climbs out the side. The creature is wrapped in all kinds of cloth that looks kind of old and decaying. And it just sort of stands next to the sarcophagus. And the winter wind sort of whips by, and you can see portions of the cloth that are wrapped around it are kind of flapping. There's a little bit of dust.
Tia, you have 5 hit points now.
Did you hear that, dear?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's 5 additional.
Has it noticed us?
It seems to just be standing there. Okay. Even without using any kind of paladin ability, you are certain that this thing is undead. It doesn't appear to be making any kind of hostile movements, though.
What, wave? Like, hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
As you move, it orients towards you. Does not seem to respond to the wave, though.
I look at it and yell, "Hello!"
It turns and looks towards you.
"I see you're free now. What will you give us?"
And it just sort of waits.
How tall is
It
the wall
seems to
here
be
again?
10 feet.
10 feet.
Move this out over here.
Okay, well, I'm going to climb up the wall.
Okay.
And do you want to acrobatics check or anything?
No, it's 10 feet, and you're a ninja, so
Okay. Okay, and I just kind of, like, I don't know, maybe position myself to, be ready to attack if I have to. You guys have better words than I do, so use them.
as you walk up there, it turns and watches you walk up. It can't see through the tree, but there was motion, and then it sort of turns around. It seems to be splitting its attention between you guys. It is. We lost Spencer, but he probably realized he was frozen.
He rage quit.
Glad it's not me this time.
Okay.
It's
Okay,
there. It's real.
I'll move over to here.
Okay.
Is it doing anything? Did it like obviously maybe turn to look at me or?
Yeah. As
Yeah.
you walked up to it, it turned and looked at you. and it keeps its attention focused on you, like it's looking at you currently.
Mm-hmm. I,
That's
I
about it.
I look in the sarcophagus.
The sarcophagus appears to have contained simply this creature. There's dust. There are a few fragments of cloth. Can you read Elvish?
Oh, I'll have to hold on a sec here. I got to look at my roll 20 sheet. I forget what languages I took. No, Aran, Common, Thieves' Camp. So
Okay.
no.
There is some text around the lip of the sarcophagus that you cannot read.
Is anybody a normal race like Elf or anything, or are we all like expanded
Weirdos.
universe stuff?
Normal?
Technically, Tiefling is base game, and so is Dragonborn.
Okay.
Okay. As you start moving towards it, it turns and orients towards you. It's no longer looking at Dripper.
I yell again at it. I say, we rescued that you from that thing. What will you give us?
You see a look of confusion cross the creature's face. Um, it's not angry or anything.
You hear me muttering under my breath, this always works for my dad.
Give me things. It says yes. In common, the mummy says yes, I can. My name is Senar. No, no. Um, from the well, actually, you would get useful information from that. So as you say, "Is this your house?" It says no, and then as you're talking about you not wiping your shoes, it looks confused and does not respond.
Where is your house?
Uh, it says, "I I no longer have one."
Need anything?
No,
Why are you in there?
I am the guardian.
The guardian of what?
He sort of points around and he says, Phelan Aramoria's tomb.
Who's he?
She.
Who's she?
He tells you a story about a an elven woman who was in a relationship with well, was convinced that an elven prince was going to marry her. Um, and the elven prince had other ideas, ended up choosing someone else, and so she made a bargain with um, a power to become much more powerful, so that she could force her will. The elven community sort of shunned her, contained her, and executed her. And this is where her remains have been um, sort of sealed.
Yeah.
How do we open it?
Yes. And the creature sort of starts wandering over this direction, heads off down the stairs,
You grab
wanders
Ripper.
Where am I going?
wanders slowly around. You're not seeing it move? Oh,
Phil,
I'm
you
moving
grab
Ripper.
Ripper.
All right, sorry. The mummy wanders over this direction, comes to a section in the wall that is that's bare. It was just an alcove, and there was nothing in there.
I guess we follow him, right, guys?
If you follow, yeah. He wandered away, and he's standing waiting for you guys. And he points towards the alcove and says, "That is where her body should be."
Where's the alcove? Like in here?
Right next to it. See that little gray notch there?
Okay,
I was trying to make a.
I'll go there and like search for secret doors or whatever.
It's just an alcove in a wall. There are obvious signs that there was something in this alcove at some point. There's a couple of like 4 sort of circles in the dust, but there's obviously nothing here right now.
So she's missing?
Sanar says, "It appears so."
What kind of guardian are you if she's gone?
There's a look of confusion. He sort of shrugs.
So what are these weird elvish things that you can't stay focused on? Do you know them?
Oh, yes. Those are part of the magic to ward this place so that Phelan's body would remain entombed and um, unmolested.
What went wrong?
I don't know. You guys found this place as well, so
Last time you said there looked like there was a bed in the corner where someone had been sleeping or something?
uh, the moose had obviously been sleeping in
Oh,
here.
the moose had been sleeping in here. Okay.
Yeah. Silly dog.
What's with the moon dial?
The moon dial controls the doors and the mirror. When the moon shines on the full moon portion of the moon dial, um, the mirror is active. When the moon shines on the half moon portion of the dial, the doors may be opened.
Do you think
So
we could take like a mirror and shine moonlight onto the half moon and see if it opens up the doors?
We
we
could
could
try.
try.
The mummy doesn't answer your question, but I had a countdown in my head until one of you guys thought of that.
Okay. Me and my bird brain go and try and figure that out.
Okay. How are you holding it? Are you setting something up? What are you doing?
Uh, um, anybody have a mirror?
I think if anyone does, it's likely to be you in your rogue gear.
Okay. Um,
So, short answer to this, yeah, yeah, could
maybe,
be.
maybe.
I will walk down the hall and be ready to hold the door open if it opens.
Okay. There are 2 doors that you
I
can open.
can't be in both places, dear.
Yep.
I will go to the other door. Tia, you pick first.
I'm already down the one to the west.
Okay. So can I use my mirror to try and shine it on the thing there? Okay.
Yep. So you sort of stand in the pillar of moonlight that's coming out of the gnomon, and sort of do the watch thing where you sort of direct the light with your mirror.
Mm-hmm.
The as you shine moonlight onto there's two different half moon crests, and as you shine it onto one of them, you hear fairly loud clicking noise.
I'm gonna try pushing my door.
Uh, the door moves almost like it's counterweighted. Um, how hard are you pushing it?
I'm gonna try and open it and hold it open.
Okay. Um, you're gonna hold it open with bodily hold it open.
Yes, so that everyone else can get in.
Okay. Heels, what are you doing?
I'm gonna try this door and see if it'll open. And I also want to say, hi, Oakrest.
Okay. Both doors open. Um, so
I
I think
yell,
for the sake
hey,
of
it
being able
opens.
to see, you can move your token. Emerist, you can move your token 1 square north, and Heels, you can move 1 square south, and you should be able to see the room.
Is this door like the other doors where they can be pushed from the other side, no problem?
Yes.
Okay, so I could just explore this room if you guys don't mind, or does someone want to join me to explore this room?
I need 2 seconds.
Maybe move one of those pots there that are in the room to block the door or something. You know what I mean? So they can't slam shut, and that way there you don't have to, guard the door.
Okay.
Are you drinking Michael
Well, I
Bublé?
can-
Yes, we are drinking the buble.
Knock, and I'll let you in.
Yeah, I was
All right.
thinking the same. If I can open it from this side, just
So we're going to briefly split so that these two things are happening at the same time. Um, yeah. Okay. So in this bottom where Heels is, the circular chamber has an intricately carved dome ceiling 20 feet high. A beam of light shines down from the top of the dome, illuminating a rectangular stone sarcophagus. In the room that Tia is in, the circular chamber has an intricately carved dome, ceiling 20 feet high. A beam of light shines down from the top of the dome, illuminating a rectangular stone sarcophagus. Someone seems to have turned this tomb into a living quarters, as evidenced by a rack of drying herbs and an unfurled bedroll behind the sarcophagus. Roll a perception check, please, Tia.
that's nice.
Okay. I'm not even going to roll because I don't think that she could hide. You get as you open the door, you get the impression of someone scrambling behind the tomb. Also, interestingly, there appears to be a shrub that is growing out of the ground behind the tomb.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. My name is Aramanthia Underbow, at your service. I was wondering, what's going on here?
All right. As she realizes that she has been made, let me just move these. Boop. And zoom in just a little bit. All right. Heels, as this conversation is happening, what are you doing in your room?
I am walking the perimeter to see what this is. Is it like a
Uh,
step
it
plate?
appears to be part of the wall that's sort of fallen off. Just some rubble.
And then I
This
try and move the lid.
not a problem. The lid slides fairly easily. Um, inside, you find the withered corpse of an elf in tattered robes. Um, and as you move it, wind sort of disturbs what remains of the body, and it sort of starts crumbling slowly to ash, revealing uh, interred with the body is an unstrung longbow, 6 silvered arrowheads, and a wooden cup with a winged fish etched into the side.
I take it all.
It's
I
a
also look
decanter.
to see
It's
if there is a. I look to see if there's any signets,
Signets, like you're looking
familial
for.
emblems, signets.
Oh, um, as you're looking, it looks like there was probably some form of sort of identification based heraldry on the clothing, but it has decayed to nothing. All
Well,
right,
thanks for the silver arrows. And there's nothing
Andy,
left in here. I'm leaving.
you can continue searching. Um, yeah, as you keep searching, you get the feeling that there is not much else in here. Um, all right, as so back to the northern room. Uh, actually, I have tools to show you guys stuff, right? Yeah, I can do this. Reveal. I don't know if they can because of the door. Can you guys see in that north room?
I can't see anything down the hallway at all. I can only see Aramethea Underbow in the northern room. I can't see anything that's going on in
Yeah.
the southern room or where Spencer is.
But you can see in my room.
But I can see in your room, yeah.
Can you see it now?
I cannot,
Oh, the room is visible. Okay, good.
but I'm also in an enclosed room.
Right.
Also, while we take 2 seconds, Spencer, Catherine's picture on Twitch is not available, but she is in Discord, so you just need to refresh that or something.
Hi, Loki.
Um, you just need to click on Catherine's portrait. Her camera is active. You're just not getting it. There you go.
All right. So as you call out, um, the a character dressed in sort of leathers, looks like an outfit that was sort of put together from things that were hunted, jumps up on top of the sarcophagus in this room and says, "The 10 towns will be destroyed, if not by my hand, then by the Frostmaidens." And
Yes, I've been aware of that. That seems to be happening.
and then she pulls out of her robe a sickle that appears to be made completely of ice and crouches down as if she's going to jump towards you. And I'll take initiative rolls from everyone, please.
Really,
I could
dude?
use some help in here.
An icicle?
Icicle, yeah. I, I didn't do that. That's from the module. I do appreciate it though. Okay. So click on that. Click this.
Did you wedge the door open so that the door doesn't shut?
I said I was standing there holding
Yeah, she's currently standing in
holding
the
the door
doorway.
open.
So,
Um,
So I can't move if I want to let you guys in.
so do you just back out of the room and hold the door shut and wait for us to get there? I mean,
it'll depend on when she goes versus.
It's not a
Who do
bad
I?
idea.
I need to add Ocarist. Let's bring
Sorry,
Ocarist over
I'm
here.
having a bit of some fun getting my stuff set up.
No worries. Um, I will roll your initiative from your character sheet. Beautiful. The bush that you noticed on the other side of the sarcophagus moves to the far side of the room and sort of cowers against the wall, shaking. Heels. You hear yelling from outside of the room that you're in.
Well, I'm not so
Specifically, your
confident.
sister calling for help.
I'm not so confident that I have finished in here, but there's nothing else, and I've taken all the goodies, so I will head out. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I don't see my sister here. I'm like, okay, what's going on?
Okay. And what else are you doing?
Trying to figure out what is happening. I went down the hall. She went down the hall. I see everybody else here. I
Mhm.
don't know where she is.
So what would Heels think?
No, I literally said, what's
Oh,
going
that's
on?
what you're doing. Okay. Tia.
I like the idea of stepping back and closing the door, but she's just going to come through anyways because it's the other way, or she's not going to come through, and then we have to figure out how to open the door again. And I don't think I would figure that out. So I think I'm just going to keep standing in the door. I feel like my character would be like, I need to hold this door open for, so
Okay. Are you doing anything while you stand in the door?
can I hold an attack for once I've been attacked?
Yep. Once you've been attacked or once she comes within melee
Once
range?
I've been attacked, because I don't know that even if she comes close to me that she's going to attack. She looks like she is, but I would think that I'm going to wait until I've been attacked.
Standard rules of engagement: do not fire until fired upon.
Our dog is learning not to bark at other dogs. She did really good. There's 2 dogs outside right now. Normally she'd be freaking out. Okay. So you're waiting until you're attacked. Dripper.
Okay, is there a way how I could like use the wall here or something to like set that mirror down and kind of have it still shining onto the
The
circle?
beam is traveling from the tip of the gnomon there to here. So it's sort of this. The angle is such that you had to be sort of in the beam to so your character would actually sort of be somewhere over here.
Where
So
where
short
I am
answer
now?
is no.
Right. Okay, well I guess you guys got to hold that door open. Okay, all right. So let me see here. 1, 2, 3,
So you hear yelling coming from
6.
where the rest of the party is.
So 6 brings me here. 6. And then I also I used a dash, and then I also
Okay.
used my cunning action.
All right. So where does that get you?
Gets me to the door right here to help her.
Beautiful. All right. So Tia, you hear Dripper run up behind you. But that's your full turn. That's all of your moves.
That's right.
Sil.
Oh, thank goodness. I'm so glad to see you.
Okay. Okay. So you tuck yourself inside the door, brace yourself. It is uh, Ravison's turn. Um, as she's standing with her sickle in hand, she says, "My intelligent beasts will continue to ravage the 10 towns." And then she begins waving her hands. It looks like she's going to be casting some type of spell. Okay. All right. And as you guys are watching, a beam of silvery light shines down. I'm just going to draw it. Just bear with me. Okay. She is going to put it here. Oh, dang it.
That's red. Just saying.
Yeah, just so you can see it. So, boom, a beam of silvery light shines down right there. And that is her action. And she sort of braces herself up top. Okrist.
I have absolutely no idea what's going on.
Oh, are you in at all yet?
Yes, I finally got my stuff set
Okay.
up.
Quick summary for you. There's a mummy that was in the sarcophagus you guys opened last time. He
Friendly.
told you that this place was a tomb of some type of powerful, evil elven woman named Phelan Aramoria, and showed you where her grave should be and explained to you how to open the doors. Dripper opened the doors, and now Tia has yelled for help from the room to the north.
Who is this?
That is a mummy.
Oh, that's the friendly mummy. Okay. All right. Well, if she's called for help from the north, can I just go north?
Yep.
Is that the?
That's the over here.
Okay, sweet. How far up it can I go?
Probably to there. You have 30?
Yeah.
Okay. From there, you can see a beam of silvery light shining down on Dripper and Tia. And you think if you lean a little bit, you can see a creature sort of standing on a sarcophagus, holding this icy sickle, with a hand outwards towards the beam.
All right, cool. So I looked into the window of your soul and said, bitch.
Okay. Wisdom.
Yeah, that just tends to happen for about the first 15, 20 minutes that I have my computer on. I don't know why it does it or how to make it stop. It's very annoying, but it will eventually stop.
It's a
All right.
surface.
It's a surface, and it's like still fairly new. It should not be this janky, but whatevs.
All right. She fails her save, takes 1 point of damage. And her next attack is at disadvantage. Back to the top of the order. Heals. What would you like to do?
All right. Now that I know where everybody is at, I'm gonna run up. Sir Phil,
Sorry?
if I'm hugging this wall, can I see anything from where I'm at?
You can definitely see the pillar of silvery light that's on top of your party members.
But I can't see the caster. Okay. All right. Okay. Give me a second. I think I got something.
Okay. You got all kinds of weird stuff as a warlock.
Yes. All right. Okay, here we go.
All right.
I am going to use my druid craft.
Okay.
And I am going to where I would think, okay, well, if at the top of the light is here in that
Mhm.
5-foot column, I am going to make it stink like skunk.
Okay. The light is shining brightly on people and now smells bad as well.
It's only within that 5-foot cube.
Yeah. Okay. Above them, because the room I think said goes to 20 feet.
No, it'll be on the ground. But in that
It
cube,
that light is shining directly from above onto us.
okay, then yes, it would be above.
Okay. All right. Tia, I need you to please make me a Constitution saving throw. You take 10 points of radiant damage. And are you still up? Okay. Your turn.
All right, I'm going to yell, "Get out of the light!" and throw a dart at this person.
There's enough of you sort of piled in there that the door probably won't close. So you don't have to stay there holding the door.
Well, I feel like I'm holding the door for everyone else to get through, but I'm telling them to get out of the light. They can decide which direction to go. I'm
Okay.
going to stay and hold the door.
All right. So you throw a dart at this creature who's standing up there.
When I
And
go down, just prop me up against the door and use me as a doorstop.
Oh my god.
okay. Now she needs to make a concentration saving throw. Is that a con? Like a Constitution save or just a D20? I don't remember. No, it's a spellcasting one.
Oh no, sorry, I was talking to Amanda. She's behind me, but you cannot see her because she's over to the side.
All right. I have to. Okay. You guys are just gonna have to trust me on the rolls because whenever I use a sheet, it whispers the rolls to me. Ridiculous. Anyhow, the roll is failed, and the beam of light vanishes.
Good, so I'm not going to die.
Dripper.
I can move through.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I like run over here and I jump up on the table behind her,
Okay.
kind of thing, and stab at her. I guess
All right.
that
Roll
would
me an
be
attack.
no. Would that be a sneak? No, it wouldn't be a sneak attack, would it?
You need someone within 5 feet. You could
Yeah.
hold your attack if you wanted.
Oh
And,
yeah, that's a good idea. Okay. All right. I will. I will hold my attack until steps forward. At the
yeah.
very next second. That's right. Yeah.
All right. So while Syl is stepping forward and planning his move, roll me your attack with sneak because Syl is. Unless Syl, are you stepping up or not? Yes. Okay. Good.
Who's in tight?
At advantage, please, Dripper. Ouch. All right, 12 points of damage. This is the first sort of serious hit this thing has taken. As you stab into her, you notice that the blood that comes out is running fairly slowly, almost like it's colder than usual. All right, Sil, what are you doing? All right, with advantage. What is our dog doing on camera?
Hi, Lily.
Yep. Um. Yep. Beautiful. I was gonna say, I think paladins have the ability to do something like that. Is that a thing you'd like to do? Oh, jeez.
Wow.
Something about the nature of this place seems to suppress the divine magic that you're channeling, and your weapon glows, but it doesn't take on quite as much glow as you'd expect. 13 points of damage. Good
Fizzle.
work. Yep. All right. Anything else? I don't believe you have a bonus action yet. All right. The creature in front of you. Need to get to the right section. Bop, 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 bop. Turns into a wolf. And then turns and snaps at Dripper.
With disadvantage.
Oh, thank you. I had forgotten about your cloak. Oh, dang. Rolls really well. You're in trouble. You're going to take D4 plus 1 damage from the wolf bite. You take 4 points of damage as the wolf bites you. And
Great. Now I have rabies.
yeah. Ocarist.
Okay, I'm gonna move forward.
Yep.
Hopefully, then I will. I still can't see. Oh no! Haha. Um.
Can you see now?
Yes, I can. Is
Good.
there any rubble handy by my feet?
There's definitely elements of rubble um, ar- in the corridor and around the outside of the room. There's a few pieces right here in the middle.
I'm gonna pick up a small piece.
Okay.
You know where I'm
Hmm.
going with this.
Yep. Pretty sure.
From me to you. Further is better. Ideas have more weight than you credit. Now I just have to click on the right thing because I am still getting organized.
Dex save. All right. Oh, rolls a 14, fails by 1. So the small piece of rubble you pick up has a little bit of elven writing on it. The writing glows as you throw it. It grows to is it 3 or 5 times its size? Smashes into the wolf, dealing 15 points of damage. The wolf sort of melds back into the original creature because you hit it hard enough that you ate all of its hit points. And
So
whatever is left over from its beast shape carries over.
what you're trying to say is I really rock at this.
Yeah, you rocked her. Silliness. Anything else you want to do?
I will inspire Tia.
All right. Tia, you are inspired. Heals.
Okay. So I'm gonna walk up into the room.
Uh-huh. It is kind of tight, kind of awkward getting past everybody, but you make it in.
I yell at Tia on the way by, "Get the hell out of the way! You're blocking the door!"
Pretty sure that's your fat ass.
What?
Prim and proper noble that talks politely to everyone has decided that she's actually got a relationship with her brother, and she's
Yeah.
All right.
That's when the facade comes down and it's like, don't be a dork. All right, Heels, what are you up to?
I see this thing and I'm like, I got two choices. I'm going with Sacred Flame.
Okay. Dex save.
This room really hates radiant damage.
It seems to. Yeah. You summon your sacred flame. The flame is much weaker than you expected it to be, but she does seem to be hit by it. She failed her saving throw fairly spectacularly. Anything else, Heels?
How do you like the smell?
All right, Tia, your turn.
all right. I'm gonna move around to here. Can I stand on the table as well?
You can hop up on the table. Yeah.
Okay, this way I get advantage.
Yep. As Tia hops up on the table, Heels, you notice that she looks pretty beat down.
I just start shaking my head.
Sort of I just
Wow.
healed you.
So a quick swing of your staff, you connect with the side of the creature's head with a natural 20. Nice. All right. Would you like to flurry?
Well, yeah.
All right.
So I get my normal kick,
Yep.
spend a keep,
Your normal kick misses completely.
and follow it up with a punch.
So you come in, swack her in the side of the head, and then come around with a roundhouse kick. She sort of ducks under that. As she's standing back up, you uppercut right under her chin, dealing 5 points of damage. Okay.
Hey, can I roll? I've got uh, um
Oh, right. Yeah, go ahead.
inspiration. Can I add to that?
Roll a d6.
I think the
Okay.
punch land or the kick landed.
Yeah, the kick lands as well. The creature is looking pretty beat up. Dripper. The creature's looking wounded. It's the rogue's turn. Okay.
Well, I do nothing. No, I'm just kidding. I look for my attack of opportunity and yeah, stab her in the side of the head or something.
Okay.
Bite me, will you?
All right. So yeah, you wait for a few seconds as she sort of tries to duck under the kick, takes a leg in the face, uppercut as she's still sort of going upwards from the punch that Tia just gave her. You bring your knife downwards straight into the top of her head. And then she's dead. Do you want to add anything to that?
I forgot to push my push to talk. I viciously rip the dagger out so like brains and stuff go splattered all over the wall, all over the floor and stuff over here in like an extremely grotesque
Yeah.
manner.
Oh. It's Tarantino-esque. There would be this spurt of blood. You carry the blood. And I think she has a thing. Where's her sheet?
Wonder what's going through her mind right now.
Your day.
Oh, she doesn't have the. All right. Some of these guys have a thing, but she doesn't seem to have it. Cool. All right. So the creature is dead, and you see. Oh, I'll give you guys your experience on that, which is a little crazy. There's 5 of you that are level 2, and this one creature, pretty tough. What's 360 experience?
Woohoo!
Beautiful. You guys hit your level 3.
Oh,
Um, in the corner of this room is this bush that's sort of shivering, and it says, "Please don't hurt me."
Hurt you? No,
Why would we
I
hurt
hurt
you?
well, we might have hurt you if we didn't just ding, and we were short a little bit.
We're 5 experience short. You gotta die.
I know what you guys. I'm running out
Okay.
hunting rabbits or something.
Okay. As you walk towards the bush, you notice that it is some form of berry bush. Looks like there are berries on it that you could pick and eat if you wanted. Um, yeah. Your hair looks like cotton candy.
I like berries. I'm a bird, right?
Okay. Uh, so the bush isn't particularly interested in going with you, and it's not hostile or anything. You get the feeling that, well, the bush flat out tells you that Ravison cast a spell on it a few months ago that imbued it with intelligence, and she's been following Ravison around for a while, um, in case Ravison gets hungry. That's the bush's job, um, and Ravison has awakened a bunch of other creatures around 10 towns that are causing trouble. Um, Good question. Roll an Arcana check. Yay. You're not sure? Um, with just sort of basic arcane knowledge, um, you think that if the spell did require um, the caster to maintain it, it probably would have ended, but maybe it'll fade. You don't know. The treb says, "Feel free," and extends a branch towards you. It is sweet. It tastes almost fermented, um, and it's nice. It's not bad. Yeah, not a good berry bush. It says you're welcome. Um, it sort of starts edging towards the door, and as it's headed there, it says, The sarcophagus in the center does contain Ravison's sister's body.
In the center, like the big room.
It extends one of its branches towards the one in the center of the room that you guys are in now. The sarcophagus you guys were all standing and fighting on.
This one. Okay, this
Yeah.
wasn't.
Can I search the dead body?
Sure. Do, 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 do. I don't believe she has anything. Let me just check. All right. I'm just going to make sure.
Are we doing levels
Yes.
as
Feel free
well?
to roll hit points for
Ooh.
levels. Oh,
Thank you, because I'm having that issue right now. And I'm using Firefox. For those of you at home and watching, we have a joke that's ongoing about using Chrome versus Firefox.
So what do I take if my
yes.
roll was low? Half plus.
The half, yeah. Sure. You can keep it. Where is this silly creature? Okay, probably in that chapter. Page 80. Ravison. Dang it. Sorry, guys.
So is this pretty much the bush?
At least it's not a burning bush.
Am I right?
Sure.
His job is to give up berries. Yeah.
Man, I cannot find this person in here anywhere. It's not that big a quest. I've got the moose's stats in here. Wow. All right, Ravison does not seem to have anything on her. Her weapons are made of ice and they shatter. Um, are you guys opening the sarcophagus? Okay. Oops. In the
One more cup.
sarcophagus are 2 potions
Oh, Chris.
and
Yes.
the dead body.
Somebody was waving at you. Look up.
Yeah, there are 2 potions. I'm just going to tell you what they are because then I don't have to remember for later. One is a potion of radiant resistance, and the other is a potion of vitality. Vitality removes exhaustion and cures diseases or poisons. And then for the next 24 hours, you regain maximum hit points for any hit dice you spend. It's a sort of crimson colored liquid, and it pulses at sort of the cadence of a heartbeat. And Potion of Radiant Resistance gives you resistance to radiant damage for an hour. All right.
No, I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure out what 3 cantrips I'm taking.
No, I'm doing the same thing. But mine are specific. I can only take like one from that is not a illusion or enchantment. All like most of mine have to be enchantment, so I have to look to see what they are.
Well, I have Pact Boon, and so I took Pact of the Tome, which allows me 3 of any cantrips out of every list,
Nice.
which is a lot to go through because I can't figure. I'm like, but this would be fun. Well, that would be fun. Yeah, we could take
Yep.
5. That would be awesome.
Yeah, that'll let me eat some cookies.
Cool. And then I can take.
When
I'll take
when
out
we
like
come back, you guys will finish exploring the tomb, and um, then we'll talk about what the mummy's doing and move forward from there. See you in
excellent.
5.
See you in 5.
All right. Any other questions before we move on?
No, I'm good. All of a sudden, somehow I gained all this magic power.
Something about the aura of this tomb was, yeah. All right.
I'm excited.
All right, so stupid question that I should have asked before we took the break. But since it's now a little calmer in here and it's a little safe in here, do you guys want to take a long rest and heal up before we move on?
You
Or at least a short rest.
you do happen to know that the door is almost impossible to open unless someone figures out, right? And so it'll open naturally in like a half a month from now, but you're
We can
probably
invite
fairly
them up,
safe.
watch over us.
Yeah.
But this is gonna be as safe as place as any to have a long rest.
Yeah. The other slightly smaller tomb does not smell anywhere near as bad. This one has a body in it that's been rotting for a few months.
Also, this gas that was
Yeah, someone made the whole place smell terrible, like skunk.
It's only in one square that smells like skunk. Just avoid the square and you're
It
fine.
it diffused.
Dissipated.
Yeah.
It's the essential oil.
Smells like weed.
Yep. Terrible skunk.
So what you're saying is it smells like my kitchen?
Maybe.
Hey, no one's judging.
Well, that's what I have a really good Tupperware container for.
Just make sure the cats don't get into it.
So having traveled, having fought a moose today and traveled here and explored around here, you guys are feeling a little worn out.
T is nearly
You-
dead.
Yeah. You may take a long rest if you'd like. Then you have all your spells and hit
That's what I
dice
would
and
like. Do we
all right.
need one in here? I think we should bring the mummy in here. That way he can't answer anybody else's questions should anybody else stumble into this area.
Okay. So holding the door open, you head over to the mummy and say,
Why don't you come with us and you'll be safe and I'll light a fire, it'll be warm, and we're gonna have a quick we're gonna have a nap. So we want you to be safe and not harmed.
it says, I don't know why.
Or do you want to go back to your crypt?
No thanks.
Well, come with us.
Okay. And it follows you.
Now we have somebody to watch because mummies don't need sleep.
All right. All right. So, Sil, you wanted to do first watch. Does anyone else want to do watches, or are you just trusting the magical door security?
I can help as well.
Okay.
I'm searching the room too during my watch.
Okay.
I asked Sanar, I said,
Um,
hey, can you wake us up if you hear anything suspicious?
Yes.
Thank you. I think we're missing people in here. I don't see Oakrist. And I don't see Silsley either.
Sil is not in there right now. He's outside. But I can throw Oakrist in there with you guys. I don't know. Oh, Oakrist's out here too. There you go. Oops. All right. So Dripper was going to take second watch. Does someone want to do a third watch?
My intention is sleep.
Yeah.
oh so helpful.
I will if no one else will, but I want to sleep for a bit first.
Okay.
I just look at you and I say, no, you're going to sleep because I'm tired of healing your dumb ass. No, I'm not casting Hellish Rebuke on her. That was accidental.
Okay. Good, because that would take her out right now. But she'd have to hit you first.
Yeah. Words can hurt.
All right.
Mine
The
too.
evening passes with nothing really interesting happening. You guys remember that that Sanar had told you that this place is designed to steer people away from it. That's what the statues were about. I don't know if I got around to answering that question.
You did mention that we found two poisons. Potions.
2 potions, yeah. Oh. So the booming blade is just basically stand still.
No, it's if they stand still.
I thought it was if they moved.
Maybe I better reread that. Otherwise, I'll be using it incorrectly, right?
They just have a look.
Let's see.
On a hit, they
If
become
the
sheathed in
target
booming energy.
willingly moves 5 feet or more before then. Okay, so
Yeah.
on hit, the target suffers weapons attack normal effects and then becomes sheathed in booming energy until the start of your next turn. Start of my next turn. If the target willingly moves 5 feet or more before then, the target then takes thunder damage and the spell ends. You're right.
Yeah.
They do have to move.
Yeah. So it's basically stand still. But they can always choose to move and just eat the damage. All right. It is a very uneventful evening. This not quite as comfortable as Mimsy's attic because it's not heated, but there don't seem to be very many drafts or anything in here.
I'll light a fire.
Given what you guys have been dealing with, this is probably the most comfortable place you've slept other than Mimsy's since you showed up.
If you ignore the mummy standing there, though, right?
Right. And the mummy is it's a mummy. It's kind of creepy. But so far it hasn't really done anything.
And I'm oddly at ease with it.
You have a long rest. You wake up, and what are you guys doing?
Hey, good morning. Who's hungry?
So, aren't the remains that are in the sarcophagus the remains that he wants back into the alcove?
Nope.
Oh, no? Oh, okay.
I will now relate what happened in the other room with the person, and I show the cup, the unstrung bow, and the arrows.
Okay. So
And
the
ask
bow
if
is just a
anybody
long
wants
bow. The cup is just a piece of art. It's worth 5 gold. Now that you guys have had some time, because while you were discovering the alcove, you also opened the doors. You do find in the dust near the bottom of the alcove one small silver leaf.
Hey, we've been getting little tiny leaves for different things. That looks pretty helpful. I'll take it.
Okay. All right. What are you guys doing? All right. You open the door. You can hear the wind howling. It's cold.
The owl's now my flashlight. It's
All
like
right. Now to cast that spell, it does take 10 gold worth of incense. Right?
Okay. Do I have that
Which is
incense?
consumed. I don't think you do. You're gonna have to buy it.
Okay. Is there a way how you can attach Dave the Owl to my plate?
If you're always have Dave the Owl out, I can make your token have his vision.
Hmm.
But then if you send him somewhere, then that would change things up a bit.
Right.
So yes and no. Yeah. So your plan is you're mostly going to be using his senses.
Yeah, why not? Right?
I guess you night vision, but what would it do? What's your perception skill normally on Dripper?
Like my passive,
Just on your skill perception.
it's +3. Wisdom,
Okay, yeah, it's
proficient.
it's identical to his. If when you start getting levels though, if you're using his perception is capped at +3. So once you hit
Oh, I
5
see.
and you get the bonus, yeah.
Yeah, but
So that's the one.
yeah, I'm only using it. I mean, when it's dark outside
Yeah.
or whatever, right? So
Yeah, and that doesn't happen every single day, all day, everywhere.
well, that's a good point. Anyways, I moved the icon off the map, kind of thing.
Okay, beautiful. Yeah, and you can delete it and add it as much as you want. It should work fine now.
How much
Plus
does
side is
this,
the owl has advantage. Sorry, Carissa?
the silver tip arrows? How many are there, and what were they worth?
5. Um, and I'd say 2 or 3 silver each.
Can I take a look at them? Like, are they just silver tipped arrows? Like
I share them with
See.
anybody who wants to see them.
Yeah. They are arrows that have been silvered. You think probably in for use in fighting um, undead or were creatures.
Oh, perfect. Can I take them and just throw them in my bag? I'll make arrows out of them later.
They're yours.
Hang on. Give me a sec.
Congratulations.
Anybody want the bow? I'm gonna keep it so we can sell it. I don't know what it's worth, but it's a longbow.
No.
Cool.
Longbows. I
What
think
were the
longbows are worth 25.
what was the potions?
The potions were just 2 seconds. I'm answering the longbow question first. That longbows are worth to buy one is 50 gold, so you can probably sell it for around 25. The potions were a potion of radiant resistance
I'll be
and a
one.
potion of vitality.
Sorry, there was something that was just decorative? A cup?
Yep. She found a
Is
wooden cup with a fish on the side of it.
is it all right if I keep that as a memento of what I did with the hand in the fire and everything?
And your stupidity for trying to get killed? Sure.
Okay. Short answer.
Our mother was not easy on me when I was dungeon crawling with her. Why should I go easy on her just because she's inexperienced? That was no excuse for me. That was my reasoning.
Yeah. All right. So we have to add to Heals' character telepathy, mind reading. All right. So you guys have rested. You crawl out of the tomb. What are you doing?
Is there anything else here we need?
Don't we need to find a body for Sanar's girlfriend or whatever?
We can take. I'll take you to the other room because, well, the elfin body that was in there just totally crumbled, and that's where I got the bow and the arrows and the cup.
Mm.
It was it
Yep.
was an elf,
Lots of rocks.
but it
Can
kind of
I
went.
inspect this?
It's ash
Which-
now.
Yeah. So as you were inspecting it, you find a small silver leaf in the alcove. Yeah. The one thing that you notice as you guys are back out and exploring again is that Senar is following you guys.
Can we open the other door? Yeah, Dripper, can you do the magic and we'll open the other door and I'll show Senar the sarcophagus that I found and maybe that could help him out? Yeah.
Yeah.
Sanar, why were these people placed in here?
Most of the bodies in here were honored dead. But when we needed a place for Phelan, it was strongly enchanted to contain her evil. And to keep tourists away from the honored dead as well, but that was not the primary idea.
So we saw some circles on the ground underneath the alcove.
In the alcove, so it's an alcove that sort of goes in, and and if you're asking questions about the circles, Sanar describes that there was a fairly ornate box that used to sit in that alcove.
And so that'd be the 4 feet of the box and the dust around them. So the whole box is gone.
Correct.
Well, we have no idea where it's gone.
Nope.
There's a rock in here.
And now that Sanar's explained how the magic works, you get the feeling the only reason you were able to find this place is because you were following tracks. If you hadn't been following tracks, then the magic would have steered you away from it and you would have never found it.
How did the girl we just killed find this place?
Good question.
There was nothing on her body, right, Dripper?
I'm sorry, say that again. You garbled on me.
You're not even anywhere near us, so it's okay.
No, no, I'm outside shining shining my flashlight on the friggin' moon icon there.
Yeah.
Yep.
I call Sonar to come here and take a look at the body in the down here.
Yep. And he identifies the body. I don't have a name generated, but not important.
But
And
that
it's
wasn't
not
that's not who's missing,
not
right?
Phelan's body. No. Nothing more than what was found by Heels.
Hey, there's another door down here.
Yep. That's the original door that you guys discovered only opens from the one side.
Right.
Sil, what are you thinking about in front of that door? you get an image of a solid stone wall that appears in the mirror. And the mirror does not react in that room.
You're looking at a mirror, not a door.
Yeah. So when you said what's on the other side of this, it showed you the rock wall behind the mirror. Yeah. Um, but in confusion, the mirror does show you that the room you're currently in, and shows you that the white moose sort of um, using like standing in front of the mirror and seeing logging parties in the mirror. Yep, the druid. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Um, the mirror flickers 2 or 3 times to various different creatures, but it sort of fixates on an incredibly large creature that appears to be swimming, and um, it sort of surfaces and takes a bite out of a boat, and there are humanoids in the boat that like are like, "Oh no!" It's screaming, and then it goes back under the water and swims away. Large, long neck, sort of paddle fins, um, lots of
Crocodile,
teeth. Long, skinny neck.
gator.
So metagame kind of Nessie like.
I was just about to say that, but my whole mouth was full of cheesy.
With that, the illumination of the mirror sort of fades. And you didn't even realize it was glowing slightly before, but it doesn't seem to be glowing anymore. So you spend some more time looking around, seeing if you missed anything. Thanks.
Aye.
Okay. Spend a half hour, 45 minutes sort of poking around, ask Sanar a bunch of questions.
Can I
You
shine
get
my
the
light on like the other icons there? Okay. I systematically go through them, and do the others see any other doors open
Yep.
or anything like that?
No.
Okay, so
You get a fairly strong feeling that you've found most of what there is to find.
we've got two options from what I can tell. We can go traipsing about in the wilderness looking for creatures where we don't know where they are. Or we can go back to town and hopefully run into some of these creatures at some point. Unless anyone's got another idea.
Well, going back to town sounds like a good idea.
We know there's an aquatic creature that has now started hassling things, so we could probably go ask about that.
Find a
That's
Maybe
boat.
true.
rent a boat or something.
Yes, I think we should go back to town. What do you think?
Okay.
What shall we do with our friend? I don't know how welcome
Gunnar,
he
do we
is.
need to do something to help you back into your sarcophagus, or do you want to just have
Come
free
with
reign
us?
here, or what's the plan?
All right. So you asked. He says, "I will return to my sarcophagus in 6 days."
Why 6 days?
That's when the fire goes out.
Oh, the fire with the that we burned the hand
Is
with.
fire still going?
Yep. Yeah. Once lit, it will burn for 7 days.
So if we have any more questions, we can come back and ask you. Although you said that might be hard for us to find this again after we leave here.
True.
How did the moose find his way back here regularly?
Um, Sanar does
Unbelievable.
not know. I know, but Sanar doesn't.
Why don't we go grab the bush and then just leave a trail of berries, and then we can
I
follow the
think the
berries
bush is
back.
gone. It disappeared.
Oh,
Yes, last
Yeah.
night.
okay.
The bush left.
Hansel and Gretel situation,
Yeah.
I think that the next time it snows, it's going to cover the berries anyways. Whatever track we leave, whatever path.
All right, let's go to town. We're not doing any good freezing here. Sanhar, it was lovely meeting you. I wish you a pleasant and safe rest.
Okay.
And are you happy here, or would you prefer something else?
He does not respond to that question.
We want to tell him we'll keep an eye out for his sister.
Yes. All right, let's go.
All right. All right. So you guys head out. Sanar follows you.
How far does he follow us? Like
He,
past the edge of the property?
yep. Shows no inclination to stop following.
We have a pet mommy, guys.
And he's friendly. He's a nice mummy.
Yeah, I
Can
don't know if he's going to be appreciated in town.
Well, when we get to town, we can explain him, and perhaps I can put him to work for a few days.
Sanar, are you following us?
Yes,
Why?
you told me to.
I
When
did
did we
so.
tell you to?
when we told him to come up the way to go hang out with us in the room, somebody tell him to go hang out at the crypt or
You
something.
can go back to your
Sana,
crypt
you
if
can
you want.
stay.
Thanks. No, actually, he does not respond to. You can go back to your crypt if you want.
Sanhar, stay in this area. You can walk
Yes.
as long as you stay within the area.
We could be mean and make him walk circles around,
I'm
right?
not that mean all the time.
It's undead. What do you care? Actually, you should be like completely like disgusted with this thing, right? No?
No, he has the ability to sense evil, and he's not getting evil off
Okay.
this thing.
Okay.
Okay,
It's
how do
still
we
an
get out of here?
abomination, though. It's still an abomination. Like, going against life and
Yep.
But it's not its fault. It's not like he wants to be here, so how can you fault something for that? And I know you're trying to pitch a fight to kill him, but I'm not gonna.
we could we could kill this thing, and then we could come back in 7 days and kill him again.
Okay, how close to town are we by now?
um. So town from here was actually surprisingly close. 2 or 3 hours. You told Sanar to stay behind, and um, as you wander into town, I should pop that up. Here, I'll give you guys the picture again. Lonely Wood. There you go. As you wander back into town, Speaker Mimsy sort of meets you guys, and she's ecstatic. She says, "You found it and you killed it, and the logging team we sent out uh, earlier today uh, hasn't come back screaming yet. And the person I sent to check on them said they were logging away quite happily. Good
Good. I'm
work."
glad that worked.
And she reaches into her belt, pulls out a small sack of coins, hands it over to you guys, and also a fairly large iron key.
Ooh,
This is for you.
what's the iron key for?
She sort of gets a little bit of a blank look on her face, and she said, "Well, when we were negotiating your
The
reward,
ramshackle.
yes, you are now the proud owners of the ramshackle."
Wonderful. I think we
Oh,
should head
was
there
that the
first.
bar? Was that the bar that we
Yeah.
Oh,
The
nice.
inn,
Inn. Not the bar,
the,
but the inn.
the inn that was decommissioned. They found the owner had hung himself.
I guess it's time to explore the inn.
Let's go to the ramshackle.
All right.
I vote first thing we do is find a better name.
Yes. As
You're our wordsy person.
yes. You're the smart one in that realm of rhyme.
This is very true.
And nothing like the happy clam, please.
What are your thoughts on the moderately perturbed oyster?
Wow.
Yeah.
So we go into the ramshackle, and what do we find?
The ramshackle is this is sort of a rough representation of it. There's sort of a don't mind all the set dressing. I didn't have a good representation of it. Sort of a large common room. And there's sort of a kitchen off to this side. This side has some storage, and then yeah, I just didn't know if you guys were going there today, so this is what I pulled up. You want to find there are some better ones in your Pinterest, aren't there? Okay, find me one and I'll throw that up then. Because
The
I wanted a
entire
map. What?
You have the entire library of towns and taverns.
I know. I was just as you guys were like, "We're going back to town," I was like, "Oh no!" That's what that feels like. Yeah. And I'm trying to remember what this silly thing is. Yeah.
Okay, so a kitchen, a large common area, some storage, probably a front counter.
We could just be very
Uh,
traditional
are
and call her in the cozy hearth.
are you sending it to me in Discord or in Roll20, dear? Messenger. Okay. This one. Sure. Yeah. Okay. It has a basement, but we'll start with this. That sounds good. All right. That's the common room of the inn. Um, what are you guys calling this? Cozy Hearth Inn?
Sure, I think that's better than the oyster
How about
name.
the Laughing Bard Inn?
Cozy Hearth of the modestly perturbed clam?
It was an oyster.
Oh, okay.
So, wouldn't you just call it the Pearl then?
Okay. All right, bear with me for 2 seconds here. All right, as you enter the inn, you find that it is there is a kitchen. It'll be off screen. There's a second floor where there are rooms, and it's going to look something like this. Oh yeah, my wife found this on Pinterest. I don't know who made it. Uh, you sure it's not from that thing that Carissa gave us? That'll do for now. All right. So you come in. It's a kind of a smaller inn. There are a few tables. Looks like this was some form of common room. There are 2 or 3 rooms upstairs. What are you guys doing? You guys are on this page, right? Okay. Roll me some perception checks or investigation, depending on how much scanning. Okay. Nope. Seems to be devoid mostly of creatures. It looks like most of the supplies that would have been uh, present in the inn have been repurposed. Um, it's mostly just a building. There are some linens and such. Um,
Table stacked in the corner,
yeah,
chairs.
table and chairs. There don't seem to be much in the way of perishable goods. There's a few sort of heads mounted. Talked about arranging a couple of the moose heads that you had found to be mounted.
How
Looks
about
like there's already one on there.
the moose head hearth?
Sorry, I missed what you said, Carissa.
The moose head hearth.
The moose head hearth. All right. As you guys are searching around and
The Wanderer's Rest.
debating the name, uh, you get a fire started in the hearth, which is sort of over here.
I'm going to be going around the common room, prestidigitizing all of the dirt and dust away.
I'll use thaumaturgy to start the fire.
Okay.
Or I can just point at it. Fire!
So as you guys are sort of getting this place back, sort of ship shape, um, wandering around, Okarist, as you're clearing near one of the windows, you notice that along the bottom edge of the window there is frost on the inside of the window, and it seems to be slowly climbing the window as you watch.
I don't think this is supposed to happen. Somebody come and investigate this.
What do you mean?
It's getting more
I'll come over
fast.
and check.
Mhm. As you're wandering across the room, you start feeling like maybe someone left the door open or something. The room is getting colder.
Somebody put more wood on the fire, please.
You guys started a fire with what remained, but you've been carrying around wood with you most of the time. So yeah, so you unlatch one of your bundles. You start putting logs in. The fire sort of rises a little bit. It doesn't have any noticeable change on the temperature in the room. If anything, you feel like the room is slightly colder to the point where you are all seeing your breath.
This doesn't seem natural to me.
I am going to cast Sense Good and Evil.
Okay, I'll
Can I
take.
spend a key point
Yeah,
and pop my arms out?
you can. Yeah, I'll take initiative rolls from everyone, please, and feel free to place yourselves on the map.
I flex, and two giant blue dragon claws, arms and claws, pop out of the backs of my shoulders and just materialize, floating sort of above um, my head there, sort of one on either side.
And feel free to put yourselves out on the map. I'll throw Dripper out because he's on the phone.
Sorry, wrong character. I don't have Sense Good and Evil. Oh, yes, I do. Protection from good and evil and good. I touch myself. And it's concentration.
All right, so you're casting protection from good and evil on yourself.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, I want you on the token layer. Okay. All right. Dripper, heals, Tia, Sil, Ocarist. Ocarist. Got a 17.
I don't know why it's not working again. I think Roll20 just doesn't like me much.
Okay, I'll do an initiative roll for Dripper. Oh, wait. First, select his token. Okay. All right, so you don't have sensed good and evil, but you have protection from good and evil, right?
Which you actually may want me to wait on because it's not a cantrip. It is a spell slot.
Your call. If you want to cast it now, you can.
I'll wait because
Because
Okay.
if you can choose to cast it, but then it may be a wasted spell, right?
yeah,
That's the loss if
Yeah.
it is.
and
All right,
it's
is
also
anyone
I'm way out of the turn order.
doing anything else as the room gets colder and you can see your breath? Okay. All right. You begin to hear a I think Tia has more decks than Ocarist. You begin to hear a strange moaning sound. And we'll start the turn order. Sil, what would you like to do? Roll a perception check. No. Within 10 feet? Okay, there's nothing within 10 feet of you. Um, you are getting strange sort of flickers of mist that are appearing sort of within 10 feet of you. That the way they're flowing, it looks like they're flowing throughout the entire room, but you can only see them when they get close to you. Yep. Okay. Tia.
I'm going to slowly turn around and say, I intended to try and figure out why the original bartender killed him, or inn owner killed himself, but I didn't know we'd figure it out this fast. Do you think the place is haunted? And I will ready an attack for something to be within 10
Okay.
feet of me.
And you roll me a perception check to see if you notice anything. Your astral self doesn't give you any kind of weirdness, does it?
Um, I use my wisdom instead of my strength for strength checks and saving throws. Unarmed strikes.
Okay. I'm going to go with no. With a 19, you notice that the windows on the northern side of the room um, are covered in already like almost a a quarter inch of frost, where the rest of the windows are just starting to frost up.
So you mean up here by the
Yeah.
stairs?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna head in that direction then.
Okay. Where are you moving to? And you're holding an attack for.
If I see any movement
Okay.
within 10 feet of me.
Yeah. Yeah. Because you have your. So Tia sort of walks to the northern side, and you can see sort of above her are these two sort of really muscly looking dragon arms. They're just sort of coiled up and they're just sort of floating, kind of spectral. Ocrist.
Can I tell if my oh my god, prestidigitizing dust, like, has it sort of revealed anything at all, or just kind of the dust went boom and I didn't notice anything?
Um, so you spent a few minutes doing some cleaning. Pick 5 squares that you have cleaned in here, and I'll tell you if you found anything.
Okay.
Ooh, I like this game. This is like Battleship.
Yeah. Okay.
Did you see him?
Yeah. So the last one here that you were cleaning over on the northern end of the room, as you were cleaning the floor, you found what seemed to be some kind of a seam in the ground that doesn't fit with the rest of the flooring.
Hey, people. Um, there is something weird about the floor over here. I am not especially strong. Perhaps we should get somebody who is slightly stronger than me to see if we can pop this thing out. I feel like there's something here.
Okay. That's your 6 seconds. Dripper.
Fill me in really quick about what happened. My dad called in the middle of that.
The room started getting colder, so you guys stacked a bunch of logs on the fire, and that had no appreciable effect on the temperature of the room. It got to the point where everyone could see their breath. The windows started to ice up. The windows in the northern edge of the room here are covered in thicker ice than the rest of the place. And Okrist has just said, "Hey, I think I found something on the ground here."
Okay, I guess I'll come over and help and I don't know, search for secret doors or whatever. You know, look
Okay.
for the
Roll,
look for the.
roll me an investigation check. Without a problem, you sort of trace, and you're like, "Okay, it looks like there's some kind of hatch door here." Get a knife in, and you open it up. It looks like you can descend to a root cellar that was hidden here. As you're looking down, there's no light down there. You're not sure how big the root cellar is.
Okay, I don't have my owl hat on, so somebody else with dark vision or something's going to have to go down there.
Okay. And as you guys are sort of trying to figure out what's going on, a fairly familiar sight appears descending the stairs from upstairs. a spectral elven woman with a bow walks down the stairs, and you can see through her. And she pulls out an arrow, lines up a shot, and
She's within 10 feet of me.
takes 2 giant dragon fists to the face.
Just one. It's a bonus action.
Yeah, but it's your attack that you held. So you have 2 attacks, right? No, you don't have 2 attacks yet.
I can only use my bonus action with my arms at 10 feet.
Oh, okay. Wham! One of the dragon fists hits this thing.
I know I have 2 arms, but I only get 1 attack with them. It's
Yeah, and
stupid.
that's force damage. Well, but you have 2 arms, so you can flurry, right? Bum, bum.
But that would cost me another key point. And I can't flurry because oh no, because I used my bonus action before, so that would be this turn's bonus action. Yes, you're right.
And so it comes down the stairs, pulls out an arrow, looses it towards Syl, and then gets punched in the face. Syl, you are being attacked. An arrow flies towards you. Eerily similar to last time, the first arrow flies past you, does no damage. Yeah. Uh, something about her seems slightly more corporeal, and I need everybody to please roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, gee, I thought I rolled a 1 there.
Close.
Oh, that was me.
And me.
Wow. All right. As the creature descends, and you can see her sort of framed against the back wall, and she seems much more present than she did last time. Something about her is just absolutely terrifying. You are all under the effects of fear, which I
Okay.
believe
We can't move
means
towards her.
yeah, you cannot willingly move towards her. I'm just finding frightened.
You know,
You have
realistically, we could just.
disadvantage. Sorry?
Oh no, I was just going to say to the party. Realistically, we could all just run out of the friggin' building, right? We're scared. Run out of the building.
Yep. She had any creature that is frightened has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within line of sight. You can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of your turns. Heals. There is a terrifying creature with a bow that is descending the staircase and took a shot at Syl.
All right. So I'm going to go straight across 20 feet.
Yep.
I'm going to cast Sacred Flame at disadvantage. Shoot, hang on, that didn't toggle.
It's
That
not
should
a
have toggled.
disadvantage.
Oh
It
yeah,
has
no,
to
it's
make a
just a,
save.
yeah. Right.
Okay.
Just ignore me.
It fails the save, takes 4 points of radiant damage.
And then I'm gonna finish my last 2 and hide right by the move's head.
All right, Syl.
Oh, hang on. I also get to roll my wisdom save again.
Oh yeah, roll a wisdom saving throw at the end of your turn, please.
Is that supposed to be at disadvantage? Sorry.
No.
Okay.
Is it saving throws? Ability checks and attack rolls, not
Never
saving
mind then.
throws.
Yeah, saving throw. Okay, I rolled 13.
All right. As you release the flame and you huddle up against the wall, you sort of look back over at this thing and you sort of shake yourself, and you're like, "Yeah, it's scary looking, but we got this." You are no longer affected by fear. So I think I should mark everybody else who is, maybe.
Maybe you should just mark me.
You cannot willingly move closer to it, and you have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks. It's the condition is frightened. Yeah.
We don't have to run away from it, though. We just can't go towards it.
Yeah. How close do you need to be for a cup of fart? 10 feet? Okay, you close your eyes. You know what? Roll me a wisdom save now. All right, you close your eyes. You confidently step towards this creature, and when you open your eyes, you weren't able to overcome the fear, and you're still standing back here. Nope. Oh, do you have advantage? Oh, okay. Well, but yes, a 10 is not good enough. Yeah. You still it still says you can't willingly move towards it. So even if you close your eyes, you have object permanence. You know it's there. Um, yeah, I like to try. It was a beautiful thought. Uh, Tia,
Okay, I'm gonna spend my next key point or my last key point and punch it twice.
yeah. What would you like to do? Sure. You want to throw a javelin or something? Okay. As you open your eyes and realize you haven't moved, you fear chuck a hand axe. Show me a hand axe at disadvantage. I need disadvantage on those attacks, please, dear. Okay. So I think you need one more because you have to do an attack to do the flurry. So it's punch and then punch punch. Okay. Hand axe hits. The axe passes through the creature's body, dealing reduced damage. The dart is also going to hit. Yeah. All right. So that was okay. Yeah. All right. So the axe passes through the creature, dealing slightly less damage than you expected it to. And then the dart also passes through the creature. And so that was dealing slightly less damage. And then your two punches both hit because this thing's AC is not insane. The punches the creature reels from as these giant spectral arms are just smashing into this ghost.
And then I get a wisdom save.
Yes.
Oh, that one's not at disadvantage.
No.
Okay.
But I take the first one anyway. 10 was not good enough. Ocarist, as you sort of look up around the room, there's a scary ghost.
I don't like it. I'm going to pick up a piece of rubble by my foot and read the right thing.
And that's a dex save on that, right?
I believe so. So, there we go. Further is, nope, from me to you, further is better. Ideas have more weight than you credit. Achoo! I should never do my own sound effects.
Gosh.
Hey, could be better.
It
It
rolled
could
a
be worse.
12.
You could be doing folly.
All right. So you grab a piece of flagstone that had been kicked clean in your cleaning, and you throw it at this creature, and it smashes into her, shatters into rubble, and she takes damage. Dripper. Oh, Ocarist, roll me a save, please. Wisdom save. You are no longer afraid.
Well, my rock just smashed into her, so no, I'm not.
Yep. All right, Dripper.
I'm going to move to here.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Okay. So I'm not moving towards it. I'm just sideways, right? I'm the same number of squares away, right? And
Slightly away, yep.
I guess I'm going to shoot it with my bow.
Okay. With disadvantage, please. Your arrow sinks into the wall beside the creature.
At least it didn't shatter.
Yeah. One of the feathers falls off.
Oh, come on.
But I'm guessing fletching arrows is something that comes naturally to you. You have abundance of arrows or feathers to use.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Are
Good.
all your feathers fletched with black arrows? Or with black
Sure.
feathers?
Yeah. They're mine. I make
Yeah.
them.
Little piece of myself for you.
Reduce, reuse, recycle.
Okay.
They're the ones that fall off of me when I sleep at night.
Oh,
All right. So the creature will move to there. And it sort of holding its bow to its side, it leans back and it screams out in anger. I need con saves from everybody but heals, please.
Let me roll a wisdom wisdom saving throw. Right.
Oh yeah, roll your wisdom save.
It was the end of my turn. It would be the 16.
Yep. So you are no longer afraid.
Okay.
These are saves, so these are not a disadvantage. Okay. Save. All right, so I got Tia's, Sills, and Drippers. I need Ocarist. Ocarist saves. Dripper, as this scream comes towards you, you fail your save and are unconscious. Everybody else is going to take. Luckily, she can only do one of these per day, which you'd remember from the last fight with her. Everybody else takes 7 points of psychic damage. By everybody, I mean Tia, Ocarist, and Sill.
So am I just unconscious or am I at 0 hit points?
You're at 0 hit points.
Oh my lord.
Yep. Heals, you see Dripper collapse to the ground after the scream. The rest of your party sort of reacting like they're hurting.
I use my healing light. I'm going to use 2d6.
Okay.
You have 7 hit points now, Dripper,
There you go. I'll give
but
those
you
to
are
you.
prone on the ground.
Yep. Lying on the ground. All right, that's a bonus action. You still have an action you can use.
Yes, and I am going to give her a taste of her own medicine. I'm going to use some Mind Sliver.
Do. That's cantrip, right?
Yeah. I
She
have very
fails
few
the
spells
save.
that cost me anything.
Yeah, a lot of warlocks do that, and they're one of the few classes that get all of their spells back on a short rest. So I'm like,
Yeah,
why don't they ever cast spells?
it's kind
Okay,
of awesome.
that hits. So remind me if she makes a saving throw that she's at -1.
I will. But 3
Uh,
psychic damage. I
yep.
am stabbing her brain.
Ah! And you
I'm gonna move. Not much.
oh, you made your save last time.
Yep.
Okay. So you take a few steps forward. Syl, your turn. Yeah. We made it midway through because you were doing something clever last time. Yep. With disadvantage, please. This one just flies right next to the creature. You get a feeling like you're really close to hitting. Movement. You're fighting with yourself, like, ugh! Okay, roll me a wisdom save. Nope. Nope. Tia,
Well, I did not move towards her, but she moved towards me.
she did, so she could get her scream off and hit
So I
some
am
of you
going
guys.
to use my quarterstaff on her.
Yep, that hits.
I can use my astral arms as a bonus action, so I can hit with them.
Yeah, that one doesn't hit. Do you have any key points left?
No,
Do,
because I'm only level 3.
do the astral arms roll with
Oh,
disadvantage?
They're an
Phil,
attack. I don't see why they wouldn't. Yeah.
I had a mark for 1, but that was from yesterday, right? I actually have 1 more key point. We haven't
Uh,
fought since.
you didn't have the arms yet.
What I'm saying is, our last fight was yesterday. So any key points that I had marked down, I would have
Correct.
got back on my rest. So I do have 1 more.
Yeah.
So I could use my.
Yeah, you could flurry and do
I'll
one
do
more
that.
attack. D&D accounting. All right. So you swing your staff, it flies through the creature. Your first giant dragon arm flies past the creature as it sort of drifts backwards out of the way. And describe the last hit
As
as
she's floating backwards out of the way, my other one comes in from behind because it's a 10-foot reach, and she wasn't expecting it to come from behind her as it tears through her. The dragon
yeah.
claws just shred her form.
And in the sudden silence, you hear the sound of something metallic striking the floor.
I'm going to pick up that small silver leaf.
Okay, that's 220 experience. Yep.
My arrow, and um, I could use a heal. Another one.
Yep. 100%. I'm gonna use you get 6 more. Where are you
Yeah,
at
and
now?
you can't be afraid of some. Well, you can be afraid of things that are dead, but you're not afraid of this thing right now. All right. So while you guys had done a fairly thorough search of the place, just before the fight started, um, you guys found that there is some kind of root cellar off to the side of the room here.
I jump on the table to get a look at how far down it is, and then I say, I got dark vision. I can jump down here.
Okay. Uh, you head downwards. It's a fairly standard root cellar. Um, there are 5 large barrels to one side of the room. To the other side of the room are 3 boxes that appear to have bottles in them. And in the back corner of the room, with light sort of shimmering off it strangely, is a fairly ornate looking box.
I'm going straight to that box.
Okay. What languages do you speak?
Common, Draconic, Infernal, Undercommon.
Okay. There's text on this box, but you cannot read it.
Okay.
It has it's a box. It's standing on 4 legs. The outside looks like it's been inlaid with sort of opalescent materials, and the script sort of winds around it almost in Celtic patterns.
Can I cast Comprehend Languages on myself to read it?
Absolutely.
Done.
How long does that take?
Comprehend Languages is just an action, and it lasts for an hour.
Mhm. All right, so everybody gets 3 health. Oka, Tia, and Dripper, and Sil get 3 health back. Yeah, beautiful. 1 action. All right. As you cast Comprehend Languages, you
This
understand the
foot and
literal meaning
assault
of any
we have,
spoken
so
language
the materials I think we have.
and written language. So you have to touch the box to be able to read it.
Touch.
All right. The script on the box looks like some type of magical incantation designed to contain something. Um, and other than that, you do find that a couple of places mention the name Phelan Aramoria.
Hey! Hey, I think we found the mummy's sister. And I grab that and I bring it upstairs and say, anybody can read magical stuffs? Because
On the
this is
top of
Phelan's
the
body.
box, on the top of the box, you see what appears to be a wreath of silver leaves. There are. It looks like someone has taken a bunch of them. There are 4 left where there were originally 16.
Silver leaves like the ones we've been picking up.
Yeah, I suspect. Are they about the
Mhm.
same size?
Yeah, basically identical.
If
I want to.
I try and touch one to it, does it stick, or do we need to get a silversmith in here or something?
As you put it to the top of the thing, it almost snaps in like it's magnetic.
Okay, I've got a couple, so I'll add them.
I'll add mine.
Okay. All right. So there are now 7 leaves in this box of the total 16. Um, and for those of you that are magically sensitive, there are sort of pulses as you attach these leaves to the box.
Okay, it looks like we got a new mission, boys, ladies. Sorry, gotta go find more leaves. Quarter to 6. I kind of have to stop at 6 today. So
Yeah.
if we
Yeah, I
want,
was looking at the time.
yeah, if we want to
Yeah, I
just
think.
now, if this is a midpoint in the story here.
Yeah,
Well,
it's a fairly good place to stop unless someone comes up with there's one idea that would let you sort of resolve this fairly quickly.
Well,
So
there is
only
opening the box.
Yep.
What do you guys think?
You're
Do we
not sure
open it?
how you would open it. There's no obvious way to open the box based on its construction.
Don't we have a dude with like really high strength and a warhammer? I mean,
Do we want to
Yep.
risk breaking this box? This box might be the key to getting what's his pickle, his sister back.
But his sister is ultimate evil.
Oh, is she? I missed that part. Maybe if we get all, maybe if we open the box, she gets like fully released and is terrible. But maybe if we get all of the leaves and put them back in the box and then take the box back to whose is what's it, he can stick the box somewhere where she can't get out.
Mhm.
If we can find our way back there. Because he did say there's a likelihood, because there's no more tracks for us to follow, we may not
Mhm.
be able to.
So um, anyone who wants to can roll me an intelligence check, and I can remind you guys of something.
That was some
What
pretty
the
good rolls.
This is perfect. All right, hang on.
Yeah, are you still scared?
But you could still be traumatized from it.
It'd be funny if you were still scared until you made a wisdom saving throw, and you never did make that wisdom saving throw.
Now, please remember that you are a Kenku. Good luck. I'm so glad you rolled highest on the intelligence check.
Oh, oh! Remember, we told the mummy to
How
stay
are you?
here.
How are you communicating this as a Kenku?
Whoa, hold 1 sec.
Yep.
I suspect the puppy got rambunctious with the other dogs. Poor
Yep.
Sasha.
Geez, my big dog almost ate my small dog. Oh my god.
That
Nico?
was our guess.
Nico passed.
Yes.
Sasha, yeah.
I said Sasha first, and I thought, no, Sasha passed. No, it was Nico who passed. That's right.
I would assume that I've heard enough words hanging out with these guys that I could put a mishmash together of mummy, stay, spot, go back, follow, back
That's
to,
pretty good.
you know.
I like the broken English elements of it because people still
Yeah.
have to try and interpret that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, especially by now. I mean, like third level, we've hung out for a couple of sessions so far. I'm gonna have some of it. So yeah, yeah.
All right.
It's
So what you got from Dripper was mummy, stay, go back. What
We
else?
have
I
to
missed
take the box
follow.
to the mummy.
If we can't find our way back to the place, can we find our way back to the mummy?
Yeah. The bird nods his head.
Oh, cool. So yeah, we'll do the thing, and then the other thing, and then we'll take the box and find our way to the mummy. Aha!
It hasn't been that long. We should be able to follow our tracks back because we haven't had a rest since we got to town.
Do we think that bringing the box to him with only some of the leaves?
Yes, let's do it.
Okay,
If only there was someone you could ask. Like the mummy.
Oh, like go and ask him about the box if
Yeah.
we need to get all the
Yeah.
leaves? Yeah, well, let's take the box and take it to the mummy.
He's been answering questions for you guys as long as they're directly asked. Yeah. All right. So you
We'll take the
head
box
back
to
in
the
the
mummy.
direction that you were going. You find Saladar. Was that his name? You find the mummy. Yeah.
Sanhar.
There's like a snowdrift up one side of him because you guys told him stay here and he hasn't moved.
Sanhar, you gotta
As
start
you show
moving
up,
around.
he
No,
says,
be more specific,
Yeah.
be more specific.
Lead us back to the tomb.
Doors.
he nods and he sets off. He leads you back towards the tomb. And it's interesting as you guys are following him. Following him is not a problem, but after about 20 minutes of walking, you get to a place where anytime you look away from him, you feel a strong desire um, to go and examine whatever it is that you see. But you're aware that this is a magical effect, so you continue focusing your attention on him. Eventually, you find yourself amidst the statues once more.
Senhar, here's
Actually,
the
I can
box.
throw you guys back over there.
Is this the tomb with your sister?
No. But he does, as you hold out the box, he does take it and he walks back and puts it in the alcove.
To open it, do you have to put all the leaves in the lid?
No.
To keep it locked and closed.
Yes.
So we have 5 more leaves to find and stick in the box. And if we do that, your sister's restless spirit will take a frickin' nap.
Was it his sister or was it the girl that was in the other room's sister?
Yeah.
I
You guys
Whoever's
conflated the
sister.
two stories, which I'm enjoying.
I'm probably drunk.
Yeah.
Um,
All right. So
Anyway.
you have successfully dealt with the spirit haunting your inn. We'll pick up next time back here at the ruin where you can go back to town, and I will have a floor plan of the inn that you guys now have as an investment property, more fleshed out. I'll probably use your stuff there, Carissa. Yeah.
Loki battle mats.
Thanks for
Towns
coming and
Encounter.
playing. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
We should probably think about how we're going to run that inn as well. Get some staff
Yep.
and stuff like that.
Yep.